16,000 square, 8 million up there, 2 million down here. When I was born, grandmama could see it. I be Bentley driven and very strategic. RM sleeve.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yeah! Don't dance, just pull up my pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. It ain't never gonna stop. Search. Now lean back, lean back, lean back.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Reeves in at shooting guard. James is the small forward. Jokic is out there with Butler. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for the Pistons, Harris steps in at the 4, with Duran at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And do you figure, Tim, we're at that point in the season now where we can really evaluate who the top teams are?
Well, Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. There are a handful of teams we knew coming into the season would be at the top. But now, as you look, there are additional teams starting to open our eyes, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the trade deadline to see who can make a move to close that gap at the top.
And one of the beauties of an 82-game schedule, right? You have a long time to prove yourself.
No doubt about it. There are phases to an NBA season. We're about to enter the most important one.
No question, James is the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Now here is Harris. Cunningham for 3. The shot will not fall. Doncic outside. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Duran. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Doncic.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height. Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. And it's sent back by Jokic.
The imposing presence of the Joker inside turns away the finish right at the rim.
Pass to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. Here's Ivy. After the basket by Los Angeles. Cunningham's shot is off. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Butler. Here's James. Rebound, Detroit. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season. Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
Playing above the rim. That's an aggressive move by Cunningham.
Lakers leading by 5. The three for Doncic. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
Now here's Butler. 12 points his last outing. Jokic draws the double. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now, here's Cunningham after Luka Doncic's miss. Ivy against Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Launches from deep. A rebound by the Lakers. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Reeves with it. Ivy defending. Jokic draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Harris. Still yet to score. Jokic with the steal. Inside. The kick out to LeBron. Takes a 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Timeout. Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And so the timeout here by JB Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Robinson's checked in for Detroit. Karis LeVert comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Austin Reeves. Here's Cunningham. 23 points for him the last game against the Heat in Miami.
Really efficient from the perimeter. He is finding those shots, and he is making them.
Outside, James. To the wing on the left. Jokic adds a 2-pointer. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pistons trail by 10. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
LeVert with it. Westbrook picks him up. Westbrook with the block.
Boy, Westbrook is explosive in everything he does.
The Pistons making a change here. Holland, the pass to LeVert. Outside Robinson. And it's off from three-point range. James looking around. To the paint. Here's Jokic. It's tipped. LeVert against LeBron. A nice shot by LeVert.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Doncic dishes to LeBron. Misses in close.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
And the dunk by Stewart.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. The Pistons making a change here. Green's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Cousins is checked in. And so he hits both.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You'll love to see it.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Green missing. Lakers leading by 8. Pass to Jokic. At the top of the key, Cousins. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Coming onto the floor, your Pistons, number 13, Isaac Jones.
5 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's the three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
Robinson is out there with Holland. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Stewart in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. When you think about elite offensive players, Jim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question. It's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Deep 2 from Robinson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And you know for that matchup with Charlotte, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
James outside. Down low. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Stewart. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 16-point game. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys?
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. You'd better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Cade Cunningham, number 1. Third is Luka Doncic.
If you look at the work of these two players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the two best passers in the NBA.
Stewart kicks to Robinson. Pass to Ivy. Now, here's Stewart. And a wide-open look for Cunningham. Connects from three-point range. Cunningham's got 14.
And he is a guy who typically needs the ball in his hand, so it's good to...
Oh, LeBron does it again!
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with the slam.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lanes. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Westbrook finds Reeves. Here's Jokic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Sweet move. And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his 3rd season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court, and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
Cunningham passes to Ivey. It's a floater, and it's good on the way in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Harris is checked in for Duncan Robinson. The Lakers also changing it up. Butler, he's checked in for Cousins. Artest comes in for LeBron. And Doncic is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Butler. But driving Jimmy Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart. But Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Stolen by Artest. They're running. Ahead, here's Butler, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Butler's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
Here's Thompson, and he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Detroit.
Number 0, Jalen Duren.
Thompson against Artest. Basket counts. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Here's Jokic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Lakers lead by 17. And Duren slams it in.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Here's Cunningham. 16 points for him. Here's Ivy. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Ivy's got 7.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Doncic. It's not going to go for him. Great defense that time from Duren. Harris finds Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Reeves against Ivy. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And another shot. Rebound by the Pistons. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Really tough loss in overtime in that last game. It took a lot out of them. I'm curious to see how they respond in this one.
And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 16. Shoots over Doncic. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Thompson.
Well, that's why he's an all-star. When Cunningham gets going, there is no answer defensively.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And some changes here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Jokic, and James subbed in for Ron Artest. .109 left to play here in the half. James, the pass to Cousins. LeBron dishes to Butler. Over Harris. Butler, no good.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Pass to Harris. Walk up 2 there. Harris has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
LeBron outside. LeBron is doubled. Over Thompson. James, good. James has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Reeves the pass to James. James the 3-pointer. LeBron's got 22 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with the 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello and welcome. LeBron James in the spotlight again. He has been getting it done. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kitty?
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Detroit Pistons.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe two of me.
Now that is a scary sight. Two of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. So for the Lakers right now, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. James is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Jokic in at center. Jalen Duren has certainly a force team in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me, you definitely do. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, team. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. Reeves the pass to James. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. James has got 25 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Cunningham outside. 6 to shoot. Reeves with the rebound.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Butler, no good. Pistons trail by 19. Ivy on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Butler passes to Jokic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Jokic has got 12 in the game.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
High post try, and yes, it's good.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Outside Butler. And here's James outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. 28 points for him.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Cunningham looking it over. Shoots from 12. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. Some changes for the Lakers. Andre Ayton's checked in for Jokic. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Austin Reeves. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Luka Doncic.
Dennis Schroeder. Russell Westbrook.
Los Angeles on D. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Duran with the screen on James. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Yep, that one goes.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Ivy on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. LeBron kicks to Ayton. Back to LeBron. And stolen by Ivy. And there's the drive.
An absolute juggernaut on the drive. Once Ivy gets a step on the D, you're about to be compromised.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
And that one falls for Ivy. So nice to see Jaden Ivey back in action, Tim, after suffering that broken fibula last season.
Yeah, Kevin, he was just hitting his stride when he had a very difficult injury. In particular, he was upping his shooting percentage from the field. Now he's looking to continue that momentum.
And Ivey drops them both.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And they double up LeBron. Back to Ayton. Pass to Cousins. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Ivey. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivey plays with no fear in there.
Here's LeBron. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. James has got 30.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Pistons have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. A nice shot by LeVert.
And it's clear that LeVert has tons of confidence, especially in his ability to drain jumpers.
No good from LeBron. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Robinson's checked in for Detroit. Bounce pass from Ivy. Yes, that goes in. LeVert's got his 3rd basket of the night.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
Ayton finds Cousins. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Russell Westbrook. A defensive tone setter, that's Asar Thompson. He shadows his man with relentless determination, but his game right before us, Tim, don't you think, is expanding in every way?
Oh, he's got immeasurable impact defensively, blocks, steals, deflections, always a disruptor. He's still a little bit foul prone, but I think as he starts to get a reputation in this league as an elite defender, he is going to be scary.
Stewart checked in for Ivy. That one misses. Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
And so LeVert will bring it up for Detroit, trailing by 19. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. James in the post, guarded by Robinson.
The whole big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
The Pistons have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Stewart up top from deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 21. For 3, Westbrook. Robinson pulls it in.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
LeVert. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. LA has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Jalen Duran, and it's Cunningham in for Thompson. And both free throws good for LeBron.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Robinson passes to Stewart. And the 3 off target. Pass to Schroeder. James outside. 3-pointer. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, it's great awareness on his part.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may all... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Holland, Cade Cunningham out there with LeVert. Then it's Robinson, and it's Stewart in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. James, the pass to Westbrook. Back to James. Over Cunningham, and the rebound goes to the Pistons. Stewart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Cunningham. Outside for Robinson. Misses the 3.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. Banked in off the glass.
Nice work right there by the big guy, DeAndre Ayton, getting it done.
Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Stewart. And here is Robinson. To the left side wing. Here's LeVert. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Artest comes in for James. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Lakers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. To the wing right side. Artest dishes to Schroeder. Over to the left wing. Cousins, the pass to Schroeder. Lakers working the ball around now. Pass to Jokic. Over Stewart. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Artest.
And he is brimming with confidence. Jokic just doesn't question his decision.
To the inside. And Holland gets it to go.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Doncic feeling it out. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Bounce pass LeVert. And Cunningham with the slam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Doncic passes to Jokic. Over Stewart. Detroit with the rebound. Now Cunningham. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
LeVert kicks to Cunningham. Stewart in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight.
That's a beautiful pass. You just love the way Cunningham generates offense.
Doncic against Cunningham. Artest, good.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
LeVert the pass to Stewart. And here's Cunningham. Pass to Holland. Now here's LeVert. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Cunningham with the slam.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot. And boy, is he producing.
Doncic passes to Jokic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Duran. Cunningham on the wing. Thompson outside. Here's Duran. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Oh, that's terrific anticipation from Jokic, erasing that shot attempt.
The shot, no good. Great defense that time from Duran. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Ivy on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Ivy's got 10 points here in the second half. Timeout called the Lakers. Time now to present our player of the game, LeBron James.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Here's Westbrook. Count that one. 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Westbrook against Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
Here's Westbrook. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Here's Ivy. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you know what you've got to respect about a guy like Harris? He has been in a lot of different uniforms over the course of his career, but he's been productive everywhere he's been.
Ivy against Reeves. They get it back. Here's Duran. And finally they hit one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Jokic draws the double. Duran pulls it in. And the Pistons with possession here. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Harris. The Pistons working the ball around now. The shot by Ivy, no good.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
And here's Reeves outside. Second chance shot. Rejected by Harris.
That is great anticipation by Harris. When he's working this hard defensively, he's a difference maker.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
This one for three, and Artest gets it to go on the assist from Westbrook.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game, Allie.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations, and for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan.